Here we have a Tascam 414 Portastudio. So this is a 4-track cassette recorder, so that's analog. And as you can see here on the front panel over here, we have the inputs, the line mic inputs over here. We have 4 of them, to the phones, to a punch-out remote, and then we move over to the tape deck transporter. Of course, once we open up here, that's where the tape would go in. And then moving on up, we come to the counter, the pitch control, the DBX switch, and then we also have a level control, and of course the monitor output control. We also have the left-right effect, the effects 1 and the effects 2 over there. And moving on down, we have the master slider control for the master volume, and then a little switch over there for your effects 2 or your tape cue. Moving on to the main desk over here, we start with the high IQ, moving on to a low EQ, the effects from your tape or your tape effects, your pan left or right. You can then create this into a stereo channel by moving this to the left, moving this one to the right. Then these 2 channels would create a stereo channel, and then you can do the same with 3 and 4. Or you can have them all mono channels by themselves if you move it up to the top. When you have the input over here, you can either have the tape, you can turn it off, or you could put a mic line. When you're using the mic line, you would use this trim over here to trim it to get the best sound out of your line, if that would be your instrument or your mic coming in. We have the slider controls for each channel over there. Moving on to the back, we have the inputs over here, we have the sync out over here, we have the line out, which would then go to your mixing desk or to your amplifiers and your speakers. You have a monitor out, so you can put it to a set of monitors. We have the effects send 1, the effects send or tape 2. We then have a mono channel out, and then we have a mono stereo channel that would create a stereo channel in, sorry, not out, in. Then we go down to the power switch over there, and together with this we also including the manual, a instrument cable, a microphone, a set of headphones, and 2 cassette tapes, one brand new, one that's been scrubbed clean but is still very usable, the original power cord, power pack, and then in order to get your analog signal into a digital so you can record an MP3, I'm including a Creative Blaster interface with the cables to connect to your Portastudio, the cable to connect to your computer, together with the software. So you're getting all of this over here today in this auction. Thank you.